Hello and good afternoon. This is Rochelle here today, and I'm here to deliver a story about a Sagittarius. Messages for a Sagittarius. I've pre-shuffled the deck and cut it and everything. The mechanism that I'm needing to do these readings, I don't really have it like that. But the one that I'm rigging isn't working out right, and it's blocking my view, so it's messing up what I'm trying to do, which is throwing off what I'm trying to say, which is kicking the mood. So, Sagittarius, you are my favorite sign of the zodiac. I love you. So, on with your reading. Let's see what kind of messages we have for Sagittarius today. Oh, look there. What's new? You have a lot going on, brother. You need to put down the things that you can't do nothing about now and worry about what you can worry about right now. And sometimes when we got a lot going on, we don't see that. But if you're not careful and you don't see it, you're going to flip this Ten of Wands, and it's going to be a burden that's too heavy to carry, and it's going to make you snap. We don't need a Sagittarius to snap. We already know that they have a temper. Okay. Yes, you have a lot going on, but there is some burden that you're carrying. A very big burden for some of you that you want to carry to its destination. It looks like it's been one that's a long time in the making, but it seems like you're kind of chicken. Oh, for some of you, this is maybe a case where if you don't get it right, it might be the one that got away. And sometimes when we got that too much going on, it's all work and no play. And that's burdensome as it is. But see this dude here, he wants to carry all those wands. He is dressed to impress. Coming in hard and heavy and on fire. Oh, look at that handsome fella. Knight of Wands is associated to the sign of Sagittarius. Wow. For those of you who may not know, Sagittarius is a fire sign. Okie dokie. And they're usually born between the last 2 weeks of November and the first 2 weeks of December. Anyways, so see, even though you've got this massive schedule and this massive pile of crap going on, you're managing it. And look at you. Whatever it is you want to do, you will do it. Never underestimate the ability of a Sagittarius when they are determined. And then let their wanderlust get them. But see, this knight is very certain, very sure of himself. He's a very emotional person, a very compassionate, loving, and kind person. He cares deeply for his family and his friends. But see, this is a young energy. This is coming out as an energy, too, also. So this Sagittarius is very hyper, and it's sometimes very tired, very overwhelmed. But this card is showing that they're coming into a very fiery state, and they really seem to like summertime. So this is all about enthusiasm, fiery for the newness of things, change, just like get up and go attitude. It's a fast moving energy. It's not quite as fast as the Knight of Swords, but it's pretty fast. The Knight of Swords can burn down a house in 5 minutes, so, but the Knight of Wands, can set that bitch ablaze. But anyway, whatever you're headed at, keep on moving toward it, brother. Yep. Keep on. And stay positive, for God's sakes. Oh, look. Like I said, you're ending something new, which you've already done. So now you're endings and beginnings of life, cycles, projects, seasons, death, life, birth. Endings like, marriages, divorces, but it also does mean beginnings too. It can mean miscarriages, but that's not applying to you. This is meaning that you're actually trying to start something new that's like realistic, and what you've been faking it to make it the whole time. Like, you haven't been faking it to make it. Like, you want what you want, the family, the wife, the business, the happy home, all that goodness, abundance, joy, whatever. You want all that, and you've done, that. You've achieved that, but there are some of you that have been achieving that with the wrong person and knowing it. So, when I say fake it till you make it, I mean being with the wrong person, knowing you like somebody else, and using that other person until you get right to get with the next person, and stuff like that, But this indicates that you're tired of screwing around, you're tired of playing around. That was a test run, and this ain't. This is the real deal, Holyfield. And it scares you. Well, of course. But if you sit around too long on it and you let it mess with your head too much, because this chick or this dude is who you're supposed to be with, the new person that you've never been with before, that you really, really like, and were too chicken to talk to, and that's not like you. So when a Sagittarius gets like that, they really like you. So anyway, this is some pretty serious stuff, bro. But it's not just because I love Sagittarius or married one or am in love with one. It's not like all that. It's just the truth. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Well, for some of you, you're already reaping this card. You already have all this abundance and the happy family and the luck and the money, and you're at the top of your game and you feel like a king. Yeah, that's the Ten of Pentacles, full blown, because that's the energy I'm feeling for this. That's funny, because usually it couples with this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles usually is a very oriented business person. They really know how to make that money. They really have a good business sense about them. They're really a good person to collaborate with. They're good to work alongside with. They're real smart. They bring their ideas, to the table. Yeah. Some of you people, may be one with nature, and some of you are not. But it's indicating that you need to be one with your emotions and get in nature. And sometimes when we go and drown ourselves in nature, we get way more answers than we would if we're around people. But, yeah. Look, a relationship between two people. Now, this card right here is, even though it's a little card, it's a big card. This is one of the connected. This is a soulmate card. One of the matches to it, and it also does clarify that it means weddings, engagements, celebrations, but marriage. So some of you are wanting to marry somebody, and you're being very slow at doing it. Even though it shows right here that you're moving like a motherfucker to get it done, it ain't happening, bruh. It ain't happening, I'm telling you. But yeah, you two are joined at the hip. I don't care what you say, how far away you might be, how close you might be, man. Just own it up. Make that woman your wife, bruh. Or that man your husband. Oh, you need to follow your intuition, bro. That's the worst thing about a Sagittarius. Some things do not believe in stuff like that. A Sagittarius, they believe in what they can see and prove. They're kind of like a Leo. They don't believe in stuff they can't prove. So if they can't back it up. So if you but then again, at the same time, your energy, you're wish-washing. Because, back and forth, okay, well, this is telling you, this is saying, because there's two cards like that. This one is saying, that is the D note. That's the God note. Follow your intuition. See through the illusions what others wish to keep hidden. Oh, well, I think she might have somebody. You don't know that, bro, until you make a move, which means you're just trying to make excuses. See through the illusions of what others wish to keep hidden. So somebody may show you one thing, in your face. But please know that while they got their hand, running over your face, like, here I am, they're showing you one thing and it's really what you think it is. So follow your intuition, and the girl probably really likes you and will marry you, and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, Sagittarius is horrible at following their intuition. You can call it most of them will be like, oh, it's work. No, it ain't. Everybody's born with intuition. If you like somebody, you like somebody. If you don't, you don't. I mean, if it feels wrong, it's wrong. But follow your intuition about this female. This reading is particularly designated to a man, from a man to a woman at this time. I do a double read, which is I'll read it once and then I'll reread it again. So, in this instance, this is a particular man who has left somebody and is healing from that and wants to be with somebody else and needs to follow his intuition because he's trying to make excuses and da-da-da-da-da. And he's trying to, the same old thing he always does, same old thing. Always making, how did I get upside down? My bad. Okay. There's that, see, I told you that King of Pentacles is usually coupled with that 10 because that's an energy that a Sagittarius is feeling. They want this ultimate family. This is the deep home. Back in the day, I miss the good old days, that real old-fashioned, traditional, this old whole family right there is what this man is wanting. You just got to be strong, bro. And look, here's another card of intuition. Told you. King of Cups. That's because even though you're a Sagittarius, you are all in your feelings, bro. Oh my God. I love y'all. But it is going to be alright. And she will take care of your children, even if they're stepchildren. She will love them as if they're her own. I mean, what are you waiting on? Days are ticking, bro. Days are ticking. Good Lord. But something tells me that you're going to buck up and man up and make her your buttercup. Wow. Even though you're in your emotions, you're still got that business head on you. Oh, yeah, still working. But see, look. This is what I don't like about a Sagittarius. They suck at showing their feelings. Suck. My dad did, but rest his soul, he ain't here no more. But that was my dad. King of Cups. These, just like a Sagittarius. So for the Sagittarius, this is the energy, not that they're the king, like a water sign. No, it's a Sagittarius who's way tied up in their feelings over a woman. Also, now he's been into this woman for over 10 years. Yep, over 13 years. What? Holy snapping cracking pop. Nearing on 20 years. And he ain't made near one move on that woman yet. Alright, bro. Anyway, so, the King of Cups. This is someone who is older, has been married, is married, has children. They are well versed in the craft, and psychic abilities and whatnot. So that's how they self-sabotage a lot, by not following their intuition. So when God throws out this note right here, see, this is a major arcana, so it's huge. It's not just saying, some little bitty whiny card saying, oh yeah, guy, follow your intuition. No, this is the queen herself talking about, follow your intuition, brother. Go make that woman your wife. So, let's see. So you got a lot of emotion going on. For sure, bro. You need to go out in nature, stay in solitude, think, which you've been doing a lot of that, it seems. So, yeah. That's awesome. And it shows that you are being strong because you want that. It shows that you're working because you want that. You're willing to support it. Probably got to build up money for your new honey. And you're willing to carry that burden. You running right at her and you finna change something. So, let me see. Where can I set this phone so I can shuffle these cards? I'll just lay it down on the table for a minute. Oh, wow. I didn't have to. Okay. So your outcome card is the Star card. I'm proud of you. The Star card, wow. This is a card of hope. Oh, yeah. Psychic abilities. It also means it's increasing because you're using it to some degree. Doesn't mean you're using a lot, or this card wouldn't have popped up, neither would that one. Or that one. So, if you want your rich granny, bro, you gotta do a little bit more shadow work. Shadow work is hard work, bro. You gotta, like, you know, when sometimes if you like somebody, you just gotta get it out there and tell them. I mean, you can only hold on to that stuff so long. But whatever you're doing right, because the universe is granting you a wish or giving you the ability to grant one. A wish may be granted at this time. Yep. That's deeply emotional too, so we can really tell you care about that woman. Whoa. She is a special old lady. And look. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4 major arcanas, and that's pretty good. Okay. So I'll just set this on the table so I can shuffle. Okay. So this Sagittarius look to make the moves on this woman. Does this Sagittarius look like he's gonna be making the moves? He's running right at that couple. And strength's on the other side of it, so he knows she's strong. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, man, you know what? Also, if you don't make a move on this chick, you're going to regret your actions. Karma in reverse. What comes around goes around. Regretting the consequences of your actions times 3. Then you'll just be doing this. You'll be somebody else's emperor, sitting there watching their kids and living their life with them, and you're not going to be happy. You know, you're just going to be like, whatever. Oh, another intuition card. Right now, everything's black and white because you won't make a decision. You see that? Black and white. You won't make a decision, so nothing can move until you do something. Oh, look, this card, watch, I guarantee this card is going to reverse for a Sagittarius. Because, look, they're standing on this fence. How much longer do you want to stand on that fence, bro? Seriously, how many more days do you want to keep pulling this card and the sun coming up and going down, coming up and going down, one day into the next, and nothing's happening? Then you're going to look at that and you're like, oh my God, all that time's wasted. What am I going to do? Well, whose fault is that? Oh, Sagittarius. Okay, look. You can look. Temperance. This is also associated to Sagittarius. Look. Just do everything in moderation. Have patience with yourself. Have patience, and stop. You know, we're our own worst enemy. Everything that you're sitting there thinking is going to happen is not going to happen. You know, everything is way worse in our head than it is in reality. So, in our head, we're the ones that make it seem so bad. Think about it. When it's in our head, we're thinking on it. Okay? How bad can you make it? Pretty bad. You can make it so bad it'll keep you away from the woman you love. Ah, okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't call you so bad. Looks like you're going to be making a trip somewhere. This card is all about movement, and also it's the only card in the tarot deck, and this deck especially, that doesn't have any people or animals in it. Yeah. And see, those swords are headed straight for the earth. Boy, whatever it is you running, boy. Running and gunning. Look. Hang on, I'll be there in a minute. So you got good luck in your favor. Oh, man. So, yeah, it looks like you're going to do it. Bombed up. Bomb diggity. Oop, look. King of Swords. This is also associated to a police officer, security guard, or someone in the armed forces. Yep. This person is very clever and very smart. Very methodical and... Come on, bro. Ah, yes, they probably will be in a business partnership with you. Ah, help from unexpected places coming. Snap out of the funk that you're in. I hope you see this video. I hope it helps you too. Oh, you don't want to sit around and do this. Oh, God, I'm hoarding. Oh, fear over loss of money. Da-da-da-da-da, blah-da-da, pouty butt. Da-da-da-da. This sitting right here, this is the kind of behavior that doesn't get us anywhere, man. Come on, come on, come on. See how the energy is bouncing back and forth? At first, they're going to do it, and then they're just satisfied, and they're seeing these 2 cups, but they're not grateful for it because they see all the ones that are empty, and then they get this hoarding for. See, it's just not going anywhere. The truth, the sun's out, man. Let it shine. Be happy. Find joy. Go for it. To set up a reading, email me at Rochelle Lee, all lowercase letters, 239 at gmail.com. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I love you, Sag.